wasn't really sure which pieces would be the hardest to find when I was getting ready to build this, but I can tell you with certainty it is this certain Technic connection. Just can't seem to get enough of these guys. Hey, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. Nathan Masters hosting today, talking about a My Own Train hopper car set 10017, I think? No, 1001. Yeah, I said it right the first time. It's an early 2000s My Own Train. I've already built one of the engines from this theme and liked it enough to continue down working on putting together some of the other sets from the line. I happened to buy the green passenger car and the caboose back when they were released. So on release, I ordered these online, I believe. So they're, the caboose is put together. It's been modified a little bit. The green passenger car has had many stages of life, but we'll talk about those another day. Today it's the mostly tan with a little bit of blue green hopper wagon, and just rounding up parts here. The old style coupler. What else was? Yeah, the old dark gray and old brown shovel and broom utensils. I think that's my only brown broom. The rest are reddish brown, so those not too common. And then, like I was saying at the opener, this Technic axle combination piece, we need 12 of these to build the hopper car, and I just have been scrounging all my bins and I'm still too short. So over the course of the video I'll be going through bulk lots still. I'll see if Josh has any to spare, but by the end of the video I'll have those in the hopper car build. Everything else should be original. As far as like these colors go, that's something I like to keep as close as possible. Of course, the part itself, you could build the same hopper with a reddish brown broom and a dark bluish gray shovel, but that is something that's important to me, to have that authenticity part of it. And I think when you really consider what is a complete Lego set, the correct colors are that important. So I'm going to build it. And it's done. Hopper car 10017 from 2001. Did a quick check on Brickset for the details. This was a $20 set when it was first released, and it's got around 230 pieces. I was surprised by how it's not super heavy, but it feels heavier than some modern cars of similar size, train cars. And I think it's just because there's a lot of pieces packed on top of the 6x24 train base, more than we're used to these days getting packed on. So a lot of these bricks, the slopes, all that extra plastic is contributing a little bit more than usual to give this car a little bit of heft. And we'll bring in the Celebrity from a couple months ago, the My Own Train locomotive, and still need to put on those stickers, but it's not missing too much other than that. So now I've got the car for this guy. Like I said, I also have the green passenger wagon, the red caboose from original release. These two are both 100% complete, color correct sets, but instead of buying them, I have pieced them together. So some people call that rebricking, some people call it parting out. Piecing together, I guess, is what I would call it. Definitely saving money, because even though this was a $20 set on release, it looks like on Bricklink right now the lowest used set is almost $60. So even taking $10 off that, does that seem like it is worth $50 to me? I can't say that it does. I would understand if some of the pieces were more rare, maybe discontinued molds. And in this case, I don't think there's really anything discontinued. The broom has been updated to reddish brown. I guess these old train magnets, the old style that are removable, those are not super common. They have been updated with a new style. So that might be one thing. The train bases, like train parts in general, are more expensive. A couple dollars a piece sometimes, so that adds up really quick. But at the same time, everything on top of the wagon is kind of standard bricks, slopes. Although this one Technic piece that I was having trouble, like I mentioned, it just seems like there aren't that many of those out in other sets. In fact, this train car with 12 of this little axle connection, this held the record for the most number of these until this year. And if you want to see which set broke the record, I'm gonna leave that for you guys to find out. But that's interesting how 12 of these is the maximum number in a set for a long time, for 20 years. And it just recently has been a set with more of those. So getting those in quantity might be difficult, especially looking at building up another one of these. Something I was thinking of while I built this was trying a different color. Instead of the blue highlights, I think a red highlight would look pretty good in here, but the blue is the original one with this car. The only thing that I haven't done yet, I think this set originally had the old dark gray 1x1 round cargo. And I mentioned earlier that this is a grain hopper, but looking at that cargo, it might actually be a rock or a stone hopper. Out here in the Midwest, I'm more familiar with the grain rail industry, so that's kind of what my mind went to. But the side dump very well could be a stone hopper, and that would work just as well. I think I have enough of those old dark gray to still have a 100% complete set here. If not, I have a bunch of the dark bluish gray ones, and I would actually be able to fill this up. So down the road, once I have a few more my own train sets parted together, rebuild my passenger wagon, get my caboose back to original condition, I think I'll be doing some my own train content and looking at all this stuff again, and I'll try to have the hopper loaded up for that. But that's kind of it for today. Got this built up, pretty happy with it. It was good to see that I have all the pieces. Came really close again with these Technic axles, just managed to find enough, so that's going to be on the next Bricklink order for sure. Then I can have some spares on hand, and as I go through my recent parts purchases, I might be able to find some more. But pretty much exhausting my sorted collection of those and diving into some mixed bins. Haven't had to do that too often for these older sets. It was interesting to have that. Alright, well that's it. That's the hopper, there's the train. They're looking good so far. And stick around, we'll see these guys again. Thanks for watching today, guys. If you enjoyed, I'd appreciate the subscribe and the like. Drop a comment if you've got a question, and check out our other videos. Getting close to 500 videos now on the channel, so would love it if you stuck around. See ya.